Happy New Year, makeup lovers. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to Be Lounge Makeup, I really hope that you guys stick around and subscribe for more videos. I am here today with my yearly favorites video. I have the top 22 of 2022 for you. It was actually very easy to put these 22 together this year. There are years where I kind of struggle. Sometimes I wonder if I'm always gonna have, you know, every year I do like top 19 of 2019, top 20 of 2020. And then sometimes I'm kind of struggling to add the last few just to be able to have the amount of products that I need for that year. But actually this year it was very, very easy. It's also a very simple list, but a very good list of amazing products that I discovered this year. I also have a jewelry brand that I discovered this year that I love, and also some really good hair products from 2022 that I definitely think I will continue to use throughout this new year. I hope you had an amazing New Year's Eve and that you started off the year on the right foot for 2023. I wish you so many blessings, only positive things coming your way this new year. If this is the first time you are watching my video, please subscribe so you can see what are the videos I have coming your way in 2023. So we better get started with my top 22 of 2022. As always, everything will be listed in the description box down below. So the first product on my list that I wanted to share with you guys is a jewelry brand that I discovered in 2022, and this is the Melinda Maria brand. More specifically, I'm obsessed with the hoop earrings. I discovered the hoop earrings on Makeup by Tiffany D's channel. She shared them on her channel. I've been following her since the beginning, since she was doing the videos in her closet, and she always has really great recommendations, and she was raving about the hoops, and I just had to try them. The first ones I got were the big ass hoops, which are these right here. They're very, very simple, but they just look so nice and dainty and like good quality. So they're very, very small, little slim hoops, and they have like these little diamondettes inside them. Not all of them have diamondettes. Like, I think it's really cool because you see the diamondette on the outside on this side, but then you see the diamondette on the inside, like towards the end of the hoop. So it's just a very, very unique. I love the gold color. These will probably be my favorite. So I got the 2-inch, and then I ended up getting the 3-inch. So here is the size difference of the 2 and the 3 of the big ass hoops. And then the 3-inch I ended up getting with little green diamondettes because I thought it was just very cute, just to add a little bit of color, but they're just so beautiful. I would say that the 2-inch are definitely my favorite. I mean, she also has hoops that are like 4 inches, but I feel like for me, the 3-inch is as big as I would probably want them for now. I mean, maybe one day I will venture. I also have these, which I'll go ahead and put the name down below, but it has like 3 little hoops that are hanging. Really like them. Also very, very light. And I also, like I said, I really like the gold. Like the tone of the gold for me is perfect. And then these are the badass hoops. These have kind of like little diamonds all through the hoop. It has the diamonds in the front right here, then it stops, and then it has a diamondette on the inside towards the bottom. So I think that's really, really cool. And then these are the 3-inch, and these are the 2-inch. But one thing that really caught me like by surprise, like when I actually got the 2-inch of the badass hoops, I was so confused because the big ass hoops, the 2-inch, and this is the 2-inch of the badass hoop. So the badass hoop 2-inch is a lot smaller. So, you know, just keep that in mind. The first time I got these, like the 2-inch of the badass, I was like, oh, I think they sent me the wrong one. They sent me a smaller size, and I even like, I emailed them, I was like, is this the wrong size? And then they just told me to return them, and then when I ordered them again, I got the exact same ones again. So just keep that in mind. These are both the 2-inch of different models, but they were a completely different size. Whereas the 3-inch, for both seems to be very similar. So that's a little strange. Important to keep in mind so that you get the size that you actually want. But I love them. I love them. I love the quality. I love, you know, they're so lightweight. I just love the design, and it's something that I've been wearing pretty much every single day. I'll wear one of the Melinda Maria hoops that I have, and I'm obsessed with them. They also come in silver. I have a couple in silver as well, but definitely the gold ones are my go-to, and these are probably my two go-to models. But if I had to pick one, definitely be the 2-inch big ass hoops. Badass is like a close second. The next favorite I have is a skincare product, and this is the Medik8 Crystal Retinol. This is retinol with an A. They are definitely stronger than like the retinols that you would buy, like, you know, like at Sephora when I used to use the Sunday Riley one. I used other ones that are very, very light. Those are kind of like the first ones that I started off with. And then this one I saw on Susan Yara's channel. I love her, trust her advice, and I tested it out. The first time I bought it, I got the Crystal Retinol 3. So what I like about the brand is that they have different layers of the retinol, so you can start using them little by little, and as you get used to them, you go up to the next level. So when I started this one, I started with the level 3, and I would probably use it about 2 to 3 times a week just to see how my skin basically like felt with it, if it wasn't getting too sensitive, if it wasn't irritating it. And I did really well with the formulation of this product. Then I went through 2 Crystal Retinol 3s, and then now I already purchased the Crystal Retinol 6, and I'm doing good. I don't really feel that it's like irritating my skin. I am using it about every other day, and I think eventually I probably can already start using it every single night, but I do like to alternate to try out other products, you know, just to test out. Maybe one night I just want to give my skin a break and just moisturize, you know, and do like a face mask. Another night maybe I want to do like a type of exfoliator, like a glycolic acid serum or something. So I do leave this for every other night just so I can do something else, you know, on the other nights. But I'm really loving it. I think it's a really great product, and it's probably one of like those skincare products that I definitely feel has transformed my skin for the better. And I'm glad that I am using it, and I'm hoping to be able to continue going up, you know, the levels. So now I'm at the 6. I'll probably, after this one, I've already bought another one because they were on sale for Black Friday. So I have another bottle of the Retinol 6. So I'm going to go through 2 first and then see if I stay at this level once I can use it every single night, or if I can go up to the next level. And I think they just released like an even higher level, which I'm nowhere near that level, but it was just a really good one. It also smells really good. It's like an orangey type of color, and I'm just really, really loving it. So very impressed with this brand. I have a new brand that I pretty much came to love in 2022, and this is a brand of hair products, and that is the Colleen Rothschild. This is a Quench and Shine Restorative Shampoo. If I had to pick between the two that I'm going to share, I think this is definitely my favorite. I was so impressed with this shampoo. I have been using it all year long. And I also like the Colleen Rothschild Quench and Shine Restorative Mask, which is this one right here. I think these have definitely pretty much transformed my hair. I love using them. Even when I travel, I buy another one of these to take with me on the go. I love it so much. It smells so good. I definitely feel the difference in my hair. Both of these are really amazing products, and also the smell. It smells amazing. I love the way it lathers. It is just perfect. It is my go-to type of hair product that I always have to have in the shower. This next product, I kind of was debating whether I should include it in my top 22 list, only because I started using this product toward the end of the year. So I didn't really feel great about including it, but I was just so impressed. And I've always said in my past videos that I don't really get attached to like a moisturizer for the skin. I always like to try out new products. When it comes to a face cream, I'm not that loyal to a face cream, and I don't buy the same one over and over again until this one, which is a huge deal for me. So this is the reason why I am including it in my top 22, because it was a discovery that I was like, oh my god, this is the face cream that I have been waiting for my whole life. I love it. I love the way it feels. It's nourishing. It's a wonderful cream. I use it in the evening, and I fell in love with it so much that when Black Friday came around, I hadn't even run out of the one that I was using. I ended up buying another one because I wanted to have a backup already handy, just because I was going through the first one I ever bought so fast. And that is the Tatcha, the Dewy Skin Cream. This is the most delicious cream that you could ever put on your face. I have drier skin, so keep that in mind. I like to moisturize. I like the thick cream in the evening. For me, the green one that they have, because they have the green and they have the white, for me the green one is a little too light, and the white one I feel like it's just right, but maybe for like the daytime it's a little light for what I like to do at night. And this one, it is just so luxurious. Number one, it feels like so nice and like you're putting clouds all over your face. It's also a nice thickness. It just feels so soft and silky. It also has a wonderful scent, and I'm just really impressed with this one. I ended up getting this during the Sephora sale in a set, and I loved it. I loved it, and it could just be that cream that I do want to buy over and over again, because so far I have like stopped using every other cream that I have in my drawer, and this is the one that I just cannot stop reaching for in the evening. My fifth favorite product of 2022, I have the Dior Lip Glow Oils. These are amazing lip glosses or lip oils or whatever you want to call them. I use them all the time. I cannot stop grabbing these. I would say that if I had to pick one, my favorite one is definitely the berry color, which is this one right here. This is the very first one I bought, and it is the one that I reach for the most. It is just such an amazing lip product. It's like so nice, and it's like a thick type of gloss, and it's like extremely moisturizing. I like that it's extremely shiny, and I just cannot live without it. I love it. This one is almost like already halfway through the bottle, but I do have others that I like. I also really like the mahogany color. It is like a nice little kind of like a burgundy type color, but I love it because you just can put it on and it just looks glossy, and it gives you a hint of that color. I like wearing them on their own. I like wearing them over a lipstick. I just think that it is an amazing lip product. For my favorite palette of the year, definitely at number 6 in my top 22 list is the Ilia. This is the Warm Nude, the Necessary eyeshadow palette. This is such a beautiful palette. It's pretty much like everything that you need in a palette. I've loved it. I'm surprised at how much I've loved it. It's just so nice and simple. I probably would add a little mirror here. It doesn't have a mirror, and I have missed it because when you're on the go or traveling, sometimes you want to use a mirror, but it doesn't have a mirror. But as far as the colors, love it. I love the warm one more than I like the cool one. I actually like, did I buy the cool one and then I didn't love it, or did I give it away? I can't remember, but I love this one so much more. The colors I use all the time are these 3 right here, especially these 2. I kind of just tend to use it always on my eyes, no matter what look I do, and then maybe I'll change up, you know, the color on my lid. But I'm really loving it. I've actually tried some of the more clean beauty type of products. I feel like, man, lately I've had a little bit of a hard time with the eye makeup. I feel like I have some sort of allergy that I haven't been able to determine what is causing it. I just feel like, let me know if this ever happens to you, but I just feel like a heaviness on my lid. It just feels so heavy, and then my eyes get a little bit watery, and then when I take off my makeup, it's like gone. So I think it's something to do with makeup, but I've tried cleaner products and it still happens sometimes, not always, and then sometimes I go back to my old products and it doesn't happen. So it's just such a weird thing. It could also be skincare I don't know about. So I've just been trying some different clean beauty type of products, which is why I ended up getting this, and I've gotten a couple others. It still has happened even when I wear this, and when I try like I really like their liquid cream shadows as well, but it happens with my, you know, the ones that are not considered a clean beauty, and it happens with the one that are. One time it even happened without any makeup on, so that's why I was like, could it be a skincare product that's bugging me? I don't know, but that's what kind of led me to test out more products from the Ilia brand, and I fell in love with it. So I'm glad that I did, because really like this palette. I really recommend it. It works for everything. It's like the perfect on the go for travel, everything type of palette. It's like all you need is in this little thing. The next product I have is a hair tool, and this is from the brand Dyson. I ended up getting this one during the Sephora sale this past April of 2022, and I have been using it non-stop. I have not reached for my usual type of hair irons, straighteners, and I'm obsessed with it. I love it. The main part of me loving it is the fact that it is wireless. You kind of just put it to charge, and then whenever I'm ready to do my hair ironing, if I want to straighten it, I just have to grab it and I can straighten my hair anywhere in my house. I can do it in my bathroom. I can do it while watching TV. It's just the best that you do not have a cord, and I've been reaching for it so much, and I just think it's also better for the hair than a regular hair iron. And I'm just really big fan of the Dyson products. I have the dryer. The dryer to me is the best. I did buy a new one in 2022, and that would definitely be considered a favorite of mine, but I feel like the only thing that changed was just I got a new one and I got a new color, because the one I had before I've had for years and it was already like kind of disheveled, but it was still working. I had just dropped it a couple times. New one is still definitely my go-to hair dryer. That for me is like the #1, but I hadn't tried the other products, and then the hair iron did not disappoint. Number 8 product, I have another hair product, and this is from the brand Truss. This is the Deluxe Prime Hair Reconstructor. This is for basically, I use it as a leave-in type of thing, just right when I get out of the shower when my hair is wet, right before I brush my hair out. And this is supposed to help you with anti-frizz, shine. It's also a protector. It helps with flexibility, but I pretty much just use it as a leave-in, and I love it so much. This is what the product looks like. You can get it on Amazon. Highly recommend the Deluxe Prime from Truss. Now let's get into the makeup items, and at my number 9 I have a concealer that completely blew me away in 2022, and it is from the brand Huda Beauty, and this is the Faux Filter Concealer, and I use the shade Cotton Candy. I was always using the same 2 concealers. I would always use the Hourglass, and I would always use the Dior concealer. And this year I tried amazing concealers, and this is definitely the one that was my favorite for the year. It is just so good. It does a really great job at not creasing on you. I love it so much, and it's just one that I have been using a lot. I also love the wand. I found like the perfect color that worked for me. It was just like a winning situation since the moment I tested this concealer out, so definitely had to make it to the list. I did want to give an honorable mention to another one that I found towards the end of the year, which is the Milk. This is the Future Fluid Concealer. This one is also really good. This is not part of the list, but I did want to share how much I have been loving it. This one I purchased during the Sephora sale that we had in the winter season that just passed, and I definitely love it a lot. So also using this one, so I'm kind of alternating between the 2, but definitely this Huda Beauty deserved a spot on my top 22. For my number 10, I have this Givenchy loose powder. This is the Prisma Libra powder in the shade number 3, which is the pink one. I have really been obsessed with this powder. This has pretty much replaced my Laura Mercier translucent powder and also the La Mer powder. I love it a lot. It is awesome for setting my concealer. It has become an amazing setting powder. It has been a while since I found a pink setting powder that I really love, and this one, although it's a little bit of a pricier type of powder, you know, it lasts a long time because you really don't need that much product, so a little bit goes a long way when you're setting your under eye area. It's just so good. It doesn't look cakey. It makes it set so nice. It looks so flawless, and I'm really happy with this loose powder. For number 11, I have these glosses from the brand Pat McGrath. This is the Lust Lip Gloss, but in these very specific colors that are a little funkier than normal. One is a blue color. This one is called Astral, and then the gold one is called Blitz Gold, and I love these. These are the best glosses to put over different lipsticks. I don't really use these on their own, and I feel like my favorite one out of the 2 is definitely the more blue one, and just like a blue gloss with blue shimmer, for me it transforms any pink lipstick that you use, and I love it. Same with the gold. It just adds an additional touch. I feel like the gold I like to wear more with my nude type of colors, more brownish type of colors, whereas the blue, I love applying it over my pinks. The shimmer that this color gives any lipstick, and like just like a nice little tone. You see like that bluish, and it's not too much, but it just adds a nice little shine that just makes the lips look so nice. I love it. Just take your lip to like another level, and I really love these unique colors. So just don't steer clear from these funky type of colors, because I usually always buy like the clear gloss or the pink gloss, and when I saw these I was like, I need to venture towards these more funky ones, and I've been using these non-stop and I love them so much. My number 12 favorite product, I have a mascara, and this is the Lancome. This is the Lash Idol mascara. I use just the black color. I have not found a mascara that I love as much as I love my go-tos, which were pretty much the Benefit Roller Lash and the Benefit Bad Girl Bang Mascara. Bad Gal Bang Mascara, actually. Love those two mascaras, still my go-tos, and this past year I discovered this one, the Lash Idol, and I absolutely love it. I love the wand. I love how it applies. I love how it lasts throughout the day. It is just such a great mascara, and it has definitely been my go-to mascara for 2022. For my number 13, I am giving it to my go-to brow products of the year, and these are from the brand Kosas. Totally changed the products that I use for my brows last year. I have been loving these Kosas brow products, and I'm including them both in the same pretty much category. I changed my entire brow routine, and the pencil I love is the Brow Pop pencil. I use the shade Taupe. Love it. It's a dual-ended type of pencil, and it is just, I just love them. They're easy to use. They blend in nicely. If you mess up, you can just wipe it away, which is usually the case for a lot of the brow products. I also love the packaging. This is the gel that I use. I use it in the same color. This is the Air Brow, and also in Taupe, and it just pretty much is my go-to brow combo for every single day. This is pretty much all I use for my brow. I'm not like a huge brow person that I have all these different brow products. You know, of course, the ones that I've used in the past were like the Anastasia was the brow definer was my go-to. When I found these, I just have not been able to use anything else. I've already repurchased this a couple times, so this is definitely my go-to brow combo. My number 14 was probably the hardest one for me to decide on the list which one to choose. So I'm not really gonna pick one. I will tell you which ones are my favorites, but a lot of these products are newer to me that I started testing out towards the end of the year. I do have my go-to Holy Grail one, which I think it's been a favorite in the past years, but I'm gonna give this next one to a category. So this is definitely the year, 2022 was definitely the year of the skin tints. And my Holy Grail skin tint is definitely from the brand Fenty. This is the Eavesdrop. This is the very first one that I ever fell in love with. This is definitely my go-to, like one of my Holy Grail type of foundations to use. And then this year I did venture towards other ones, and I could probably tell you out of these which is the one that I am loving the most, but let me just first tell you the list. I have the Bounce. This is the Beauty Blender skin tint. Really liking it a lot. Very good skin tint, blends so nicely. This one comes in a dropper type. It's like a very liquidy one. Really like it. This next one is probably, I would say, maybe my favorite out of the newer ones, and it is the Chanel. This is the Water Fresh skin tint. This one is so unique. Like the way it comes out, it almost looks like a liquid that is not fully blended. It looks a little bit watery because it has like these little particles of like the foundation and the color. They're like little balls when you look up close, and I really liked it. But then as soon as you blend it in, it does like a little boom transformation, and I'm really liking it. It Cosmetics also has one. This is the CC Nude Glow skin tint, and this one I use the shade Light, and I'll go ahead and put all the colors in the description box down below as well. And then from Yves Saint Laurent, this is the new skin tint. It's called the Bare Look tint, and this is another one that I'm really liking. So they're all very you know, they're very similar in the sense that they're all very nice and dewy type of foundations. They're very light. You could definitely build some of them up to like a medium coverage, but I think that's as like heavy duty as they'll go, even though I feel like these definitely cover a lot. And this is for sure my go-to type of foundation. So I'm glad that this past year I was able to test different ones out. And I feel like out of this bunch, I would say that my go-to one is definitely the Chanel one. My holy grail is still the, here it is, my holy grail is still the Fenty Beauty one, the Eavesdrop, but really excited that I got to try a bunch of new ones this year, and these are really, really great products. For my number 15, I have some lip liners that I wanted to share with you guys. Definitely, I have been using more lip liners than I usually do in 2022. It's something that I have been doing a lot just to kind of give your lip a nice little contour, maybe make them look a little bit more pouty. I wasn't too picky on the lip liner, but the more I use them, the more I do see the huge difference that it does to your lip when you do use a lip liner. And my go-to liner is definitely from the brand Huda Beauty, and they are these right here. I have shared these in my videos a lot. These are the Lip Contour 2.0, and I love the shade Muted Pink. That's probably my go-to number one, just because I tend to go for a pink lip, and then the other one is Sandy Beige. So these are definitely beautiful neutral colors. I feel like you always need one of these each, a pinky and a more nude one in your collection, and I would recommend definitely the Huda Beauty one. These are roll up, you don't need to sharpen them, and they are just so good. Next on the list are these eyeliners from the brand Victoria Beckham. I first discovered these eyeliners in 2022 and I fell in love with them. I think I saw like an ad or I saw a post that she did, and it was just so beautiful. And these are the Satin Kajal liners. The first one that I ever got was the bronze one, just because that is totally my go-to type of colors. And I ended up buying, I think the first two I got were the burgundy one, which is the Bordeaux color, and then I also got the bronze, and then more recently she released some that have some glitter, and I ended up getting the gold color. So the liner has like the little sponge on one side, and then it has the eyeliner on the other side, and I just love them because they're so nice and smooth. They just go on so nice and creamy. If you need to like kind of like blend them in or smudge them out, they smudge out really nice, but they last throughout the day. My eyes are very sensitive, so they're good for my eyes as well. The ones that are the ones with the glitter are called the Satin Kajal Jewel Liner. This one is called Gold Lame is the one, and here are the 4 colors, which I'll show you guys a close-up. Definitely my top favorites are the really gold one, the bronze color, but honestly like the Bordeaux, which is like the more burgundy one, and the gray are also really beautiful liners. So definitely wanted to add them to my list because I reach for them all the time now, and it's pretty much a new brand that I discovered in 2022. The next product on my list is a primer, which is very rare for me because it has been a while since I have really gone into primers. I actually like just stopped using them altogether in the past few years, but in 2022 I was like, let me test out some primers. I felt like my makeup wasn't lasting throughout the day as I wanted it to, and then I just tested out different ones, and this is one that caught my attention that I have been using. I also love using it, and it gives me the look that I love, which is a beautiful dewy luminous type of look, and also achieves the whole priming that the makeup lasts really beautifully throughout the day. It's also really good for giving you a nice base for the makeup to go on so smooth, and then it just doesn't sit on the skin at all, or it doesn't like attach to different drier areas of my face. So that is the Natasha Denona. This is the HyGen SkinGlass Energizing and Hydrating Primer Serum. So I kind of like the fact that it does a little bit of both. It's kind of like a skincare product and a primer in one. It also smells really good, and I'm one of those that like, if I enjoy the product and if I'm like, this smells so nice and I like to use it, I tend to love it even more. But this one actually has my foundation sit on my skin beautifully. It lasts throughout the day, it looks healthy and luminous, and it just looks fresh all day long. So really like this one. Other primers that are more like the sticky type of primer, those are good too, but I find that I just really don't need that. I just want this to give me that nice luminous, like youthful feeling on my skin throughout the day. So this is why I like it so much, and I'm kind of like back into primers now thanks to this one, and that is why it made a number on this list. My number 18 spot goes to the duo products that Patrick Ta has released. These were not all released in 2022. He's had them before. This year he also did release past year he released the foundation duo, but I'm in love with his contour bronzer duo, his blush duos. So I want to give number 18 the spot for Patrick Ta's duos, just because I love a multifunctional product. These are the ones that I gravitate towards, especially when I travel, because you pretty much have 2-in-1, and I love that he has done that with a ton of his products. He just did it with a foundation, he has the bronzer contour, and he has the cream blush and the powder blush, and that is pretty much my favorite. I don't really have like a particular one that would be my favorite from this line, but every single product that he has a duo for has been amazing. This is the foundation duo that you have the cream foundation and the powder, which I am loving. It is such a beautiful foundation. I highly recommend it. Then he also has the blush duos, which have the cream, and then it also has the powder blush, and these are the two that I have. This is the really bright pink one. I also love the packaging because the cream has a nice little cover so it doesn't get messy with the powder. This one is called She's a Doll, and this one is called She's So LA. Love these. And again, it's like 2-in-1 products, and I feel like, I guess if I had to pick a favorite, the one that I've used the most, it would definitely have to be the She Sculpted, which is the cream, contour, and powder bronzer duo. This is the one that I've had the longest and that I've used the longest. And this is like perfection. So I guess, no, I lied. This is definitely the favorite from the bunch because it's perfect, because the cream contour product is a nice little cool tone type of neutral color. It has a lot more gray in it, which is perfect for a cream contour. But then the powder has a different undertone. It's a little bit more warm, which for me is perfect as a powder. So this is like perfection to me. I love it so much. This is She Sculpted, but just these duo type of products I just think are amazing, and I'm loving them. All the colors will be linked in the description box down below in case you want to check them out, but very impressed with the Patrick Ta duos. My number 19, I have some blush sticks. I have really loved blush sticks. I mean, I have been loving cream products already for a long time. I have changed the way that I do my makeup, and I recently, not too long ago, I posted like my go-to makeup routine and how I do my makeup, which I will definitely go ahead and link down below as well in case you guys kind of want to check out how I do my makeup now. But I use a lot of cream products, and I feel like this year the type of cream blush that I liked the most were the stick blushes, and I fell in love with just different colors that weren't the usual type of colors that I would normally use. And I do have two brands that I want to share that I'm really loving. The first one is from Huda Beauty, and these are the two stick blushes that I have become obsessed with. This one is called Batty Berry, and then the red one is called Rebel Red. And it's just, I'm just so impressed that I would use this as a cream blush, but I love it so much. This is the Rebel Red. This is the Batty Berry. They're just so nice and so convenient, and I love them. These are pretty much the ones that I just would always use non-stop. And then the other brand that I'm truly loving is from the brand Persona. This is the multi-stick in the bubble color, which is like this Barbie pink color, which I love so much. So I couldn't decide from these three which one I was gonna include in my video. So I just thought that I would do a number specifically dedicated to stick cream blushes. And these are my three go-tos from 2022. They're just so good. They blend so nicely. You can even use them on your lips. You can use them on your eyes if you want, obviously on your cheeks. I just feel like you can use them for so many different things, and they are just beautiful, beautiful makeup products that I can't live without. So I'm very excited about these. Persona also released one that was more like a plum one, which I'm dying to get my hands on. So I really want to get that one. The last makeup product on this list at number 20 is the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer. This is probably like my go-to type of contour bronzer. Definitely the favorite of mine for 2022. I love it so much because this one is a very sheer type of contour product. I use it like I would use a cream contour or a cream bronzer. I just like it so much because it's very easy. You just kind of like blend it in very quickly. You don't have to worry about having any harsh lines or looking muddy. If you're a beginner, this is a great one to start with if you want to start using a cream contour or a cream type bronzer product. I also think it is like a perfect type of color. It's not too cool toned. It's also not too warm toned. I think it is just right, but it just gives me exactly what I need. I feel like this is a product that you can just use on an everyday basis. It gives you the warmth you need to your skin. It's just like the perfect healthy type of glow, and I really love it. So this is a really great contour type of product. Very natural, and again, I can't stress how easy it is to use and how nicely it blends. Last two spots on my list definitely have to go to my most worn handbags of 2022. Both of these are definitely on the smaller side. It's not like a big handbag that I would use on a daily basis or to go to work, but definitely this past year I feel like I was using smaller type of handbags. I also have been working from home all year, so I don't really have to go out and go to work with like my big purse. But when I go out at night, or if I want to just go to the mall or go to dinner with some friends, whether it be casual or a little bit fancier, the last one on the list that I'm going to share is one that I would use all the time when I was on vacay. So pretty much the bags I've been using the most are bags where I just really need to fit in my essentials, not everything that I want to bring everywhere with me. So the number 21 spot goes to the Senreve. This is the Aria belt bag. This is in the chestnut color, which is pretty much my favorite color from the brand. And also, like, if I had to give a color number on this list as a favorite color of the year, it would definitely be like that cognac brown color. I'm obsessed with this brown. I love it so much. I have been liking it already for a while, and the obsession has not gone away. So I feel like it's something that's here to stay. That is just such a beautiful color, and I think it looks beautiful in the pebbled leather from the brand. This is also a very versatile bag. It comes with a leather strap. I mainly use it crossbody, but you can use it on the shoulder. You can use it as a belt bag. You can even just use it as a clutch. I also like to swap out the leather strap and put on the chain strap. So definitely a go-to of mine. This is one of my favorite models. I feel like I've had this model in the past in some of my favorites and my yearly favorites, but I think it was the Dolce one, Dolce leather in the butterscotch color, and now this year I have the brown color in the pebbled leather, which is a chestnut. This is the interior. I've done a couple of videos where I share my Senreve obsession, even a couple reels on Instagram, which also please check out my Instagram, but definitely deserved a spot on the list. Love it so much. Senreve Aria belt bag. And for my number 22 of 2002, I had to give the spot to a Louis Vuitton handbag. I knew I wanted to include a luxury handbag on this list. Last year, I did make a couple of purchases, and out of all the ones I bought, even though I did buy a lot towards the end of the year, but out of all the ones that I got in 2022, the one that I used the most was the Louis Vuitton Mini Palm Springs backpack. I feel like this is actually one of the first ones that I got last year, but it was definitely the one that throughout the rest of the year I have been using so much. I took it on both my cruises that I did this past year with my family. I used it nonstop. It was so comfortable. It fit everything in there. I even did like a what's in my bag on Instagram. I did a reel where I share everything that fit, and I can fit like my sunglasses, my camera, my little wallet. Usually when I use like a mini bag, I don't use my full wallet. I'll use like a little pouch, but it is just so comfortable and convenient. Another thing that I like about it, it is so carefree because the straps are black. They're not the regular Louis Vuitton tan that comes with the regular monogram canvas. So I love that it comes with black straps, and you actually have two. So you can use it crossbody, you can use it as a backpack. For me, crossbody is the way to go, but when I store it, I kind of wrap them and keep them inside. So I do store it with a little bit of like stuffing. I have like some bubble paper in there, but a lot fits in there. And it is just so comfortable, but I love that it's just so carefree because the inside is black, not a scratch, nothing. I traveled with this one, I loved it, and it's definitely the one that I have been gravitating towards the most. Also keep in mind that I feel like for 2022, and I think I probably said this already before, I just used more of the smaller type handbags, and I would just put my essentials. So the big bags that I used to wear where it was just like so big over my shoulder, I kind of don't do that too much anymore. So a smaller bag for me is the way to go, and this one like did not disappoint. So absolutely love the mini palm springs. So that is pretty much it. These were my top 22 of 2022. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you got some tips from my favorites. These are definitely products that I will continue using this new year. Love them so much. Everything will be listed in the description box down below. Let me know in the comments which products were your go-tos from 2022, and also let me know what other videos and what are the things you want to see coming from me to you in this new year. Please let me know what you want to see from Be Lounge Makeup. As always, I want to say thank you so much for watching my videos and for sticking around with me if you've been following me for a long time. And if you're new, I'm so grateful that you are checking out my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. And I will talk to you very, very soon. And have an amazing 2023. Bye.